How's it going, guys? So I'm out here today testing out the brand new Discraft Athena. This is Paul Macbeth's new disc in his lineup. Nice feel and fairway driver. Haven't thrown it yet, but initial thoughts just on the feel. It feels like it's going to be a 7 or 8 speed type of disc. I've heard this is a little more stable than something like an Undertaker. So I expect this to fly and feel a lot like my trackers. If you follow me at all, you know I like the tracker a lot. So I'm really interested to see how this overlaps, to see if it's any different. But we're out here in the field today. I'm gonna try it out on some straight shots, some hyzer shots, and even some anhyzer shots. See what kind of different flights we can get out of it. And then I'll give you my thoughts after I've thrown it a few times. But let's see how this thing flies. All right, guys, so I got out here in the field. I threw this on some hyzer shots, some flat shots, and also some anhyzers. And guys, I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with this disc. I think they knocked it out of the park. For me, I would say the 7 to 8 speed is pretty accurate. I would go ahead and give it an 8 personally, mainly just because of how similar it feels to the tracker, which is also an 8 speed. Feels really comfortable in the hand though, and the ESP plastic, it's obviously very grippy, does a great job. But what I was really impressed with this disc was how much it held up to a headwind. Didn't really change its flight a whole lot, which is very impressive to see. On those flat shots, I was getting this out there and it would hold without ever really turning, maybe just a touch, but having a really good fade at the end. And then even out of the anhyzer shot, both with tailwind and with headwind, this thing would turn, but then it would always fight back hard, which was really impressive. I'm gonna give this a glide of 5. I thought that I wasn't really sacrificing distance, even though it was pretty overstable. I would say a turn of 0. I think that this was a disc that would fight out really nice and hold that straight line. You really had to force it over to get some turn out of it. As far as fade, I'm gonna say a 2, mainly just because it is a brand new disc, it is max weight. I think once these things break in, they're gonna be incredible. I think, you know, for a slower arm speed player, this would fade pretty hard for them. But guys, I gotta tell you, this is going straight in my bag. I think Discraft, the new molds that they keep putting out are just highly impressive, and this is no exception to that. This will replace my tracker for a couple of reasons. One, being in the ESP plastic, I feel like this is a little more attainable than finding an ESP tracker. The other thing is just the stability of it. I feel like I can rip on it hard, get some good distance, but still have that consistent fade. Now for me, I'm a player that throws tops as far as distance, about 450 feet. For me, the farthest throw I had with this disc was 363 feet. I believe it was the flat release shot. I think I was throwing this 340 and then about 320 on the hyzer. So you can see those like 20-foot increments depending on the release. But guys, that's a great span of distance to cover with one disc and to execute it in a few different shots. I didn't throw any sidearms out here today, mainly just because the wind was feeling a little tricky. But I would imagine this would be pretty straight with a late fade to it. Something that's not quite as overstable as a Raptor, but definitely more overstable than an Undertaker. So guys, when these release, I highly encourage you to pick one up and check them out. And once you do, let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if it's gonna make the bag for you. But guys, hope you enjoyed this disc review. Again, make sure to check out Discraft, pick up an Athena once they come out. But guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.